Marshall stayed right on Jamal Murray, boating him the entire way up the floor. Murray answered with a smooth left-handed layup, once again showing how comfortable he is finishing with his offhand. That aggressiveness is exactly why we've been talking about him as a possible first-time All-Star this season. In my opinion, he's earned it. On the other end, Cooper Flagg stepped up and knocked down the corner three. His confidence continues to grow, especially in transition. Murray pushed the pace, banking it off the glass, and Flagg picked it up on the run. His ball handling really stands out, especially his ability to use his offhand. That said, Flagg is still shooting just 29% from three-point range. He attacked Murray, slipped past him, avoided contact, and floated it in effortlessly, just gliding to the rim. Denver was without Christian Braun, Jonas Abaran, Ines, and Cam Johnson. But Murray kept attacking. He drove inside, absorbed contact, finished the shot, and earned the foul. A beautiful pass followed, setting up a clean three-pointer that Jones knocked down. Watson tried to fight through his screen, spun around, rose up, and buried the mid-range jumper. There was plenty to talk about as Klay Thompson pulled up and drilled a three. The shot clock wasn't even close to expiring. The rebound led to a quick push, and Caleb Martin set his feet and hit another three. Murray backed up and calmly knocked down his jumper, moving to 4 of 6 from the field for 14 points. Around the league, offensive numbers have exploded, with many players getting extended opportunities during the 10 to 15 games of All-Star voting. Tim Hardaway Jr. caught fire, knocking down a three, then following it up with another. He's had plenty of big shooting nights in this building. As the game neared the midway point, Najee Marshall drove strong, scored, and drew the foul. That's the beauty of this league. Nikola Jokic has been one of the most consistent players throughout his career, setting the standard. Meanwhile, Cooper Flagg appeared to tweak something after a hard cut. He began heading back toward the locker room. On the replay, it didn't look like he stepped on anyone's foot. Instead, he turned awkwardly, dragged his foot, and that's where the injury happened. The update soon followed. Cooper Flagg was ruled out for the remainder of the night with a left ankle sprain. It was disappointing, especially since fans were eager to see the young star continue to compete. Hardy checked back in and looked to push the pace. He attacked, kicked it out to Marshall, who finished with a smooth reverse layup. With Flagg out, the question became whether Dallas could hold things together until halftime and keep momentum alive. Aaron Gordon got the ball inside, and Brown finished strong. Watson was cut off by Washington, but powered through and scored with a foul. When players don't get consistent minutes, confidence can suffer, and some players have openly admitted that. Watson, however, continued to attack. He finished inside through contact, then knocked down a mid-range jumper he worked on all summer. He reached 10 points in the first half. Washington had a shot blocked, with Watson and Gordon both there to contest. Murray threw a risky pass that Caleb Martin picked off. Just the second turnover for Denver. Najee Marshall converted the fast break with a layup. Every win, without Jokic, matters. Each one strengthens Denver's position. Gordon showed great footwork, finished inside, and earned a foul. Despite dealing with a hamstring injury earlier in the season, Gordon still managed 12 rebounds in just 24 minutes. Caleb Martin made a slick move to score, showing how valuable he is when healthy. Najee Marshall's toughness stands out. His father, Maurice Marshall, was a professional boxer in the 1990s. Najee says he doesn't remember those days well, but his father constantly shares stories. Najee believes that fighting spirit and toughness clearly runs in the family, and it shows on the court. Dallas continued to compete. With a 17-point Denver lead, Murray stayed composed. He turned, fired, and scored a tough jumper. At that point, Najee Marshall was the only Dallas player in double figures with 17. Hardy drove hard and finished strong. Gordon continued to fill the stat sheet with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. PJ Washington got inside and scored with a soft jump hook. Gordon stepped back and hit a 3, giving him 14 points. Murray attacked again and finished, feeling like he took contact. Jamal Murray's consistency and strength going to the basket stood out all night. Brandon Williams hit a pull-up jumper. After another missed free throw, Marshall went back to defending Murray. Tim Hardaway Jr. knocked down another three. A loose ball led to a turnover, and Brandon Williams finished on the break. Dallas didn't want to take chances, and flag remained out. Caleb Martin hustled, forced the turnover, and finished at the rim. Najee found Pickett, who attacked, had his shot blocked, got it back, and fed Brown for an easy finish. Brown looked energized back in Denver, doing all the little things. He brings a Swiss Army knife style, similar to Josh Hart, contributing in every area. Martin grabbed a rebound, drove, and threw it down, cutting the lead to 30, and after it had reached to 3, Watson responded with a calm jumper, showing growth. Marshall converted another and one, energizing the Dallas crowd. Thompson mishandled a pass but still finished through contact. Suddenly, it was a 6-point game early in the fourth. Despite flag being out, Dallas kept pushing. Brown scored again inside. Watson hit a big three to quiet the momentum. Murray answered with a tough layup off the glass. Denver struggled from three, just 3 for 28 at one point, but Watson spun and scored. Murray drilled a three to answer back. Marshall drove but kicked it back to Gordon. With the shot clock winding down,